Bam, bam.
That's
Thank you,
what it
ma'am.
is. Funny story how we started this channel. That's the story for another time, I guess. When I'm interviewing Brandon next. I think that should be the next one. I just want to welcome you guys back to Hot Ones with Alex, Seth, and Brando. You know, we look forward to doing this show, and it takes a lot of effort to put it together. So if you've got a moment, hit subscribe. It's the only way we get paid. You know what I mean? And we are here today with someone who's so inspirational. He's so young, but he's doing amazing things. And in a world of social media, the influencer now is the new marketing tool. And I present to you Travis Misdorp. Have I said that right? Let me just check my notes real quick. Is it Travis, right?
There's no F in my surname.
Oh
but,
my word!
It works. It's fine.
Misdorp.
No, with the P. We need a P at the end.
Oh God!
Well, did you do Afrikaans? Dorp? Dorp.
I was not good at it. This was
fine.
not my strong suit.
I matriculated, 6-7 years ago, so I wouldn't say I know it well either.
Siri, calm down.
First, use face recognition to unlock the device.
Wow.
That's your face recognition.
Wow.
Okay. Thanks, Siri.
You know, the thing about it is that I've been hearing so much great things about you. And that's coming from Brando. He's when we started this concept of doing this talk show and that sort of thing, he kept going, I know this great guy. And honestly, Brando, he kept saying the same thing. He's a great guy. He's doing the amazing things in social media. I just want to kind of you're 23, right?
Correct.
You're really young. Take me through the journey of how you got to this point, because you're an influencer. You've got, at the moment, you're sitting on TikTok and all of these things. What are you sitting about? 300,000 people there, around there?
Just under 200, but gloating me here.
Well, I'm manifesting for what it's going to be.
It'll go up.
I'm manifesting. Just remember that. But let's forget the numbers. Let's forget for the numbers for a second. How do you get to that point where you've got that many? Take me through your schooling. Take me through your childhood. How do you get to that point?
Okay, well, I was never an influencer during the schooling ages. It all started with COVID, actually.
Oh, wow.
The start of COVID, when we were told that we were going into a 21-day lockdown. And I'm like, flip, I'm going to be bored. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I actually went up to Pietermaritzburg and took my bike so I can be entertained in the mountains. And TikTok, a video was coming. Came around, was watching. I'm like, oh, I could do this video. It's only 10 seconds or whatever, and you got to pull 3 different faces. It was a trend during that time.
Yeah.
And went out, took the trash out. The lighting was good. Set up the phone. Did the TikTok. Posted it. Thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
The next morning, I woke up with over 120 followers. I'm like, from one video, 120 followers. Wow. Well, this is easy. Surely, if I post more videos, I'll get more followers.
Yeah.
Posted 3 more videos. Oh, look, I'm on 700 followers all of a sudden. Nearly to 1,000. I'm like, well, this is way easier than Insta. And then just exponential. And it just grew and grew and grew.
Wow. So COVID was the catalyst that kind of put you in the game to say, look, this could be something more than it is. And Bella Porch has got a similar story, right? She posts a video, she goes to sleep, she wakes up, and there's a million views there. Right?
COVID didn't just help me. Everyone was like bored, got nothing to do. They're sitting on their phone at night, scrolling through TikTok videos. And if you don't jump on that train, then you're not going to catch it.
Do you think COVID was, when COVID hit, social media was a coping mechanism for most?
100%.
And could you take us through your personal journey with that?
My personal journey, I was actually about to go to Italy for World Champs for Lifesaving, but travel got banned, everything got banned. So I was still in that fitness stage. Didn't know if COVID was gonna last, if it was just it's just a 6-month thing or a year. So I had to carry on staying fit. So I was working out at home, sneakily going to the beach, surfing when no one was allowed at the beach, but we found our spots. That's how I survived through COVID. I adapted to that lifestyle. Like, okay, no more going to work, and you gotta stay homebound, and I just adapted to that.
Well, that's interesting because Travis is not only a social media star; he's also a professional lifeguard. Isn't that? I've talked to a lot of people over the years.
Yeah.
And I've never met a professional. How does one wake up in the morning, go, that seems like something I need to do.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting you ask because not many people actually know what we do.
Yeah,
It's not a big televised sport, but we're trying to get it there.
sure.
Yeah, it all started. So I was a swimmer back in the day when I was in school, was a SA swimmer, but we'll get back to that. But one day I used to go to church, Sunday school and everything. And my one mate was like, you should rather come down to the beach on Sunday. You'll enjoy it much more. You're a good swimmer. Just come mess around on the body craft and
Yeah.
the craft that we use and just see. So I went down one Sunday morning, nice day, and went for a swim, went on the boogie boards. I'm like, this is way better than Sunday school.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, sure.
I think I was 12, 13 at the time.
What, that was last week.
Yeah, so last year, yeah. And loved it ever since and just became good at it and got better, carried on training and started winning SA champs, winning all their events and
Wow.
held that title for 5-6 years in a row to where we are today, where I got selected for I've been on 4 different international tours. 2014 was my first one to go to France for world champs. So I was 16, 17 at the time, youngest athlete there racing. And 2 years later, got selected again for 2018 in Amsterdam. That was a fun time. 2019, went to Japan.
Wow.
2020, we got surf rescue champs actually here in Durban. But Flo, I'm drifting apart from the question of lifesaving.
No. But I love that. I love all of these accolades. I mean, you're so young. And you strike me as the type of guy who you're not going to stop there. There's so much more that you're going to achieve.
No,
the
sky's
because your
the limit.
mindset, your mindset is, you've got the right type of mindset. It seems to me you have a solution type of attitude, which I think most teenagers or most youth need to adopt. It's so easy to be caught up with negativity, and you've got such a positive vibe. So learn from this guy. This guy knows what he's doing. So take me through the process of being. I mean, what do you guys do as a professional life?
Okay, so let's go back to the basics. So you've got to do your life-saving course, which consists you've got to do your CPR level 1 and 2, and you've got to do a swim test. You've got to do 400 meters in a certain amount of time. You've got to be able to tread water with your head above the water. It's all just safety stuff. So if you have to save someone, you're able to tread and you're able to stay alive and help someone.
Yeah. Because it's serious business.
No, it's serious business. Yeah, you're saving someone's lives. I've actually saved lives, and let's not even get there. Right. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But there's different, how do you say it, attributes in life saving. It's not just one thing. So there's a swim race, there's a board race, there's a ski race, there's team events, there's beach events. So it's just a 90-meter beach sprint. So you need that when you need to go send someone pick up the first aid kit up the beach. You need your fastest beach person. So there's races like that. There's Ironman races which contain all 3 attributes of the sport into one race.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit with life saving. There's rescue events where you send someone to go out, a swimmer. They go to a can, put their hand up, signal to their rescuer on the beach. That allows them to come rescue you, and you paddle back with each other. And there's probably about 8 or 9 different teams doing it. So it's a very fun sport to watch. A lot of action going on, a lot of team spirit in the air. The audience, the crowd, they get involved. It's a lovely sport to watch. Just unfortunately, it hasn't taken off here in South Africa. It's major in Australia.
Well, it sounds like you're an ambassador for it. So if more young people like you start to be passionate about it, it eventually becomes something that's scaffolded, and more people, like we're doing an interview now, if we get, it
People
starts
involved,
to grow,
and
people,
it just
awareness, it's all about
snowball
awareness,
effect.
and that transition from, hey, this is a real thing. Because I didn't know that before you came.
Yeah.
I thought you guys are just sitting at swimming pools
No,
or sitting
not
at
at
the
all.
beach.
Yeah,
just waiting for people to drown.
that's the boring bit.
That's what I was thinking. But this is a real kind of thing. It's a real sport, right?
Yeah, no, it's a real sport. It can also be, it's a real job for a lot of people. And I do it voluntarily because I've got my own business running on the side. So, and here in South Africa, it's not the greatest job. It's just above minimalistic. You're probably earning 10 to 12 a month, but it's long hours. You're waking up, for the guys that do it, hop was 5 to get to the beach
Wow.
just before 7. Then they're logging off at hop was 5, 6 at night for the next day.
I just want to say, you're not going to catch Indian people doing that. No. 5
There's
o'clock.
one or two.
Those
Actually, no.
Those people are not even Indian. We are staying inside our gudri and we're sleeping. 5 o'clock. No, you're not going to catch us there. And if the sun's out, you're going to catch us there as well. So I love that. Have you always been someone who followed your dreams? Have you always been? It seems to me like myself and Brando always talk about how money is one sort of value in life, and there's so many other things that you can attribute success to. You know, monetary success is one aspect of a lot of variables that success is about, right? Have you always been someone who's kind of, because it seems to me like you go and you capture what you want to do and you love living life. Is that the type of personality you are?
Yeah, you knocked the nail on the head spot on. Ever since like I was young, primary school, I was actually down the road here at Redham College.
Yeah.
It was previously called Mshlanga College, and we had this thing in grade 5 that was called the Game of Life.
Wow.
And you had this board in the center of your classroom, literally like a city, and you had taxes you got to pay. You got to pay for your driver's license to be able to put a car on this little board. You got to buy a house. You got to have insurance. So it was very money and life orientated. It was literally, it was a big business scheme called the Game of Life, and it was all around the world. Schools would play it. And I actually ended up winning this, even though I was always sitting second or third. I was never over the top and went and bought the biggest property so I can put the biggest house and have the most amount of friends. I just laid under the radar, played it cool, and ended up winning it overall. When you sell everything, you cash out. That's how they aim the winner. Yeah, and I think I got the name Business Tycoon.
Wow.
And yeah, from there, chasing dreams. I was in the car industry. My dad's always been in it.
Yeah.
So I jumped on board with that. I had a dream since a kid that I wanted to be a pilot. But that dream, my dad he kind of crushed that dream when he was like, looked at the invoice on how much it cost to be a pilot. And he was like, choose a new dream, son. I was
Dream
like,
again.
Oh no. Put
Son,
it back.
wait, son, go back to sleep.
Hey, man, go to sleep.
Please, sleep again.
But I didn't just crush it. I put it on the back burner. I was like, okay, maybe I'll build to that dream. I can't just jump into the clouds. Maybe put a stepping stone first. So opened up my own car dealership, my car business.
Wow.
Been doing that for 5 years since I finished school.
Blowing.
And yeah, been able to, now I'm also nearly finished my pilot's license. So I was able to do it, pay for it through my business, and nearly done that. So a lot of things on the burner. You got to have a lot of plates going, have your seeds planted for its different paths. That's how you grow.
If anybody knows me, and there's a lot of people who do, they know I ain't impressed easy. Brando, you know, no one impresses me because I'm quite impressed myself. But this story is absolutely amazing. And let me tell you something. I want to hear more stories like that. Brando, what do you think of this story? Huh?
Great, yeah.
This is absolutely crazy. Now, you are here to not only inspire us, but to eat a lot of
Chicken.
and let me tell you, I just want to say for a word, like when Mayeshni was here, who was amazing, and that video is doing amazing things. I mean, that video is doing such amazing things. YouTube had to send us an email to go, you're popular on YouTube.
Bring up the email.
Yeah, you bring up the email. Yeah.
Insert now.
Project manager working. You see, get yourself a project manager like Brando, because there's no one like him, right? So we have made this. I woke up at 4 a.m. in this cold, because the weather out here is quite damp. And I made this from scratch. So I'm not sure if you got Travis to sign the release form, because tonight, Travis, I think you ain't swimming tonight.
Oh, no.
There's no swimming tonight. That's all I'm saying, you know. And you've got yours there. I don't want to hear any.
Are you joining us? Okay.
Big
No,
tanta there. Let's do it. So the first one is easy.
like tomato sauce, ketchup, easy.
Well, it's called the BAM, which for us is the entry. And PM, I don't know if you want to get a shot of this. If you want to bring the camera here and get a shot of this, I don't know. But Let's do that. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's get a shot at this. Look at this handsome guy.
I am definitely not a spicy person, so this is gonna suck so bad.
Ooh. Let's get a shot at this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Them top view
As you can
angles.
see, we've got the water, we've got the milk.
So what is looking tasty?
Oh, what is looking tasty? What is this? The water. Water.
Well, I'm not gonna have taste buds when I'm gonna get to mild and hot.
It is. And I just want to say that we ran out of toothpicks. This is, just let me know when we're back in frame there, PM.
Yeah, we're good.
We're great. This is the first one. It's called the BAM.
The BAM.
And I'm just going to get a shot for my, you know, if you're not doing it, you're not doing it, right? Just going to get a shot of this.
Well,
Get a shot
high
of you.
quality cam.
Here we go. And let's have a taste. And let's see.
No, this is gonna be nice.
Let's see.
Still taste the chicken at least. It's not bad.
You can, but very mild.
It's a
entry.
little on the tip of the tongue.
It's very mild, entry level stuff.
It's nice. Though.
It's quite nice.
But it's heating up.
Is it?
Yeah, but not too bad. No,
No,
it's very nice.
It's not that crazy. So now we talk about oh, it is heating up. There's a slide.
Forget we can't. We gotta talk now.
Brando, what do you think?
It's off the band.
There's something there. There's something there. I'm impressed by the sauce, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Little
Sauce is
tomato-y, a little bit hit you on the tongue. So, with all the successes you've had thus far, you've got your own dealership, you're doing the things with the swimming. Let's talk about social media for a second. Myself and Brandon are advocates for having great mental health. And the reason we started BAM was to kind of put a positive spin on social media. And because there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons to it. And I'm sure you'd agree with it. Can you tell me from your point of view, for someone who's an influencer and someone who's got so many followers, I mean, there's got to be good and there's got to be bad. Can you take us through it?
Oh yes, no, for sure. There's the ups and the downs. I wouldn't say being an influencer is hard. It's dedication. It's consistency. If you don't put in that consistency, you're not going to see the numbers grow. And when you put in the work and you see the numbers grow, it feels good. You see yourself gaining thousands of followers a day, thousands of likes, lots of DMs. You got brand deals coming. You got more people approaching. But then the moment you stop doing that, you kind of get pushed under, and now you're under this cloud, and it's so hard to start again and get up. But
It's starting. Is it starting?
no, it's numbing. It's numbing my tongue.
That's
so my
just the
tongue,
first one.
My tongue doesn't want to
I came
talk.
prepared today. We're not calling this one hot ones for nothing. Brando, how you feeling? You feel a little something? A little bit of a tag. Okay, all right.
But with the followers, you get a lot of support. But you also get a lot of hate out there. But there's, I would say, 70% support, which is just positive people saying how much they love your content. And that keeps you going, other than the odd paycheck here or now, here and then. But then the haters, they want to do everything they can in their possibility to take you down.
So I just want to stop you there for a second. Do you think that's a reflection of who society always was? The system was always like that, where there's more negative people than positive people. And the only reason we're seeing it now is because everyone has a voice.
For sure. I'm sure that because they want to succeed and they don't like seeing other people succeed faster than them and better than them, because they thought, I'll be able to do that easily. And now they're stuck in the mud and everyone else is growing over them. And they're still stuck in this little town and there's skyscrapers above them and they're scared. And I think that's they just can't get out their comfort zone. They're stuck in their own time portal and they just don't want to step out and be someone different.
Are we in a society now where everyone is looking for 15 minutes of fame?
No, not at all. I don't think so. Maybe there's so many generations actually going in this time zone now. We've got 80-year-olds. My parents, 50, 60-year-olds. I'm now in a different time zone and generation to the new generation. I'm like, whoa, I can't even keep up. So there's so many. Now I would say the 21st and the 20th century. Yes, they all want to be famous. The new famous thing. Yes, get there, be noticed. But once you're noticed, your normal life kind of fades away because now you're this famous person. Everyone wants to come up to you, take photos, but you're just trying to have a chilled evening at some restaurant with your mates and have a cool conversation. But you got people coming up to you. Not that it's I don't like it.
Happens to me all the time.
It just sometimes it just gets too much and it's overload. But that's just if you want to be famous, you want to live that known life. People are going to come up to you and know you. Your whole life's away on the internet. There's no hiding. But then you're documenting your whole life. You can fall back onto it 20, 30 years and scroll through, oh, what was I doing when I was 18, 19? Oh, there was something called COVID. What was that? 3 years of doing nothing. He made videos during that time. And you just reflect back. So it's just a time piece.
That's what's great about, I think, the world we live in now, because the videos are living products.
Literally, not books and photographs. It's all in the cloud, and the internet.
And for someone who just gets on something and finds your account, everything's brand new.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if you posted it 2 or 3 years ago.
It's new to them.
Yeah. And I think that's the difference as well. Always put out quality instead of quantity.
Try your best all the time. Quality over quantity.
And I've seen some of your videos, and I can see that it takes a lot of work. And there's a thought process. Sure, there's some of them that are just shot for the sake of it to put something up. But people don't understand that to be an influencer, it takes a lot of work. Conceptualization, execution, and all they see is the end product. But like making a movie, Brando, there's so much work involved, and I'm sure you'd agree with that.
Yeah, so if you had to go through a TikTok day just to create a good day of content and do a live stream at the end of the day, you'd be waking up, scrolling through videos or going through your recently saved to try to find a trending sound. You're going to have found 3 or 5 different sounds, and now you've got to make content to those sounds throughout the day. So now there's different outfits you got to try, different scenes. You can't just do the same thing in the same setting over and over. So now you've got to move around, and that takes up 6-7 hours of your day. You've still got to fit in other things you're doing, and then at the end of the night, you're doing an hour or 2 hour live stream to engage with your audience and your fans and your followers. And then it all resets again tomorrow. Not like, okay, on the back burner, you can take a rest day. You take a rest day, your content's going to drop because you're not putting enough out there. So just continuously on the grind. And then you got other content creators wanting to meet up and do other things, and now you've got to juggle it all and still put out good content that people might just shrug over and just brush over. But you get those ups and the downs. You just got to get over that hump and be like, oh, I put out 4 or 5 bad videos. It's fine. Maybe the next 4 or 5 are going to be absolutely great. Maybe I'll hit that viral video. Maybe you never know. You just got to keep putting more fishing rods in the water.
You got to be in it to win it.
You can catch.
You got to be in it to win it. Let's try the next.
The mild.
Let's try the mild. This is going to be interesting. Not even I know.
Thank you. I thought you were going to feed me here.
No. Do you want that? Well, this one's alright, Brando. That's okay. There's no bite there.
There's not?
A little bit, maybe. Wow. There's,
I just chewed on one side of my mouth and that side of the tongue's going numb.
That's great. That's great. The mild is great. Wow. Okay. All right. You are looking a bit red. Wow. Can we get a shot of that? Well, we'll get a shot. We've got a shot of that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. Even I need a second here.
Your tongue gone to sleep.
Yeah, let's doing some things. Let's talk about brands. I'm often in corporate meetings.
Okay.
With brands, and the number one thing they were saying is that they were moving more towards social media marketing. And now I'm in meetings and they say, well, maybe we should go back to traditional. which is a strange dynamic, I think.
Yeah,
Because what they're saying in these meetings is, sure, people can have the followers, but they're not translating it to sales.
literally.
You know, like you've got all these followers and you're paying people a lot of money, but it's not, the awareness is there, but the transformation, it's the marketing funnel. If you guys know, this is what I do. It's not, there's no translation. Like you're paying someone a lot. So let's go back to traditional, where we'll probably get more of a transformation of sales from awareness than we are with social media. How do you feel about it? Why do you think that's happening? And is that a result of people buying followers?
Probably. I've never actually bought followers myself.
Oh, and I
so-
wasn't implying that. I was implying that you
So
have.
I wouldn't know if that's your follower engagement. It's
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the follower engagement, then
Yeah.
who's that product being put out to? Nothing. It's AR.
100%.
So that's why you've got to engage with your followers, and they love it. And that's just engaging with
Yeah.
them, replying to them, just replying to an Insta DM will help. With product reviews, I've had my followers just ask questions, and
Yeah.
if you don't reply to them, they're not going to buy the product. But now, if you engage with them and tell them a little about, take your time, tell them a little about it, they get to talk to you. They think it's over the moon. You're their big celebrity star they have a
Yeah.
crush on,
Yeah.
and they're getting replied back over a product.
Yeah.
Does it work? And you give your review and say, yeah, it does. The company comes back saying, for over 1,000 orders for it, and the video
This
only
is
got
working.
10,000, 20,000 views.
Yeah.
So 1,000 orders from 20,000 views. That's perfect. Where people have gotten hundreds of thousands of views,
Yeah.
and the product company, maybe 10 people.
Not
10
even.
people.
Not because it's all bots.
Yeah.
How do you feel about someone like you who works so hard to have a figure? Like you said 190,000, right?
Yeah.
You've worked so hard to get that figure. And then you have someone who goes in and there's a lot of terms and conditions that are getting more stringent now with YouTube and all of these things where they're picking these things up faster, you know. I mean, isn't that a slap in the face to real influencers who are really trying to build their brand?
You could say it is, but then you could say it's not, because they're just fooling themselves.
Yeah.
They just want that number. But we know that the algorithms and all of that, it doesn't just consist of followers.
Yeah.
It consists of engagement and likes,
But
comments.
isn't it like fake news, right? Sometimes the general public just doesn't know. It's like you tell someone you've got 500,000 or whatever it case followers, and to the general public who doesn't know about buying followers and doesn't know about all, they go, wow, and they don't care about
This
they don't
person
care
with
about
100,
the
200,000.
yeah, they don't care about the product the transformation into sales and on the awareness and all. They don't care about all of that. They're like, well, this guy's famous,
yeah,
and then they
500,000.
start to mobilize their brand and monetize their brands in different ways. You know, like, oh, come, let's do an appearance, or let's do this and this, which is kind of like a slap in the face to someone who's really working the brand.
But now they a slap in the face. But now we got to work with, how are you working with that person with, say, 500,000 followers, but 350 are bought.
Yeah.
So what? He's got 150,000 followers.
Not
and
even.
Your brand is now trying to, like, oh, let's jump. He's gonna sell our product, and you're giving it to him, and
Yeah.
he's too lazy to put the content out to make real followers.
Sure.
What you giving him your brand now to
100%,
make videos?
Yeah. I'm bringing it up because I've heard a lot of people being caught in that trap where they get caught by the perception of it.
I'm not too worried if you buy your followers.
And then they got then they were, well, 2 people are liking this, so it's good.
If that's the way you're gonna make it to the top, buy your way to the top, you'll be on a different mountain. Won't be the same top as me.
But you do agree it's something that's becoming it is a problem.
Yeah, for the people that
it is a
literally
problem.
can't get followers,
Yeah.
people are buying followers, and
Yeah.
you see these randoms with
Yeah.
thousands of
and
followers.
accounts coming up overnight, you know.
But blowing up, and you don't know why, but you just if you don't worry about it, then you don't have to.
But you see the successes with people like Bella Porch and all of these guys on these different platforms. You see how real followers and real, because then you start signing deals with different things. Like Bella Porch was just someone whose face movements were making people go. Now she's got record deals. Now she's got. I mean, it's
exponentially
the revenue
explode.
stream on that is, and she's not the only one. There's tons of people, and now I see a lot of old artists trying to jump on the TikTok bandwagon I'm not sure if that ship has sailed.
Yeah, flip. I've actually had a few music artists ask me questions on TikTok, especially like, how do you grow it? What's the best way to make it? Is it funnier videos? Is it
Yeah.
engaging?
Yeah.
And my answer was stick to what brought you views in the first place. Go back to a video that got 56,000 views.
Yeah.
And what niche or trend is that?
Yeah.
And stick to that before you. He was like, but I want to do a comedian type of stuff. He's a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
And other.
But is that good for his brand?
No, it's not. It's not going to get you anywhere
Yeah.
because it's something that you want to do at heart because you enjoy it, but are other people going to enjoy it?
100%.
No,
100%.
they enjoy your music, so make things specifically around that. Don't
Yeah.
try. Yes, you can branch it out once you've grown that first niche, but just work on the one that
Yeah.
started everything for you.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of the stuff me and Brando do, everything is scripted. From the vlogs to a lot of people don't think that we just take a camera out and stuff. But
Yeah.
you must remember when the Kardashians first started shooting, I don't know if you know the story, is that they went to their house and they thought it'd be a spontaneous thing and they just get them, and it was so boring.
No, because
It was
all
so
behind the
boring.
scenes
Like
scripted
what do
stuff.
you do? Like you're just following people around. And then they had to bring script writers in to start creating drama,
Yeah.
start creating those MTP moments, major turning points, in those sort of things. So a lot of people are still, when they look at, give you a story. My final exam in high school, the question was, is reality TV the future of entertainment? And there was a picture of Survivor, because Survivor had just come out. We're talking about 2000, in 2000.
2000.
22 years later, and it is everything television is about. Everything entertainment is about.
Yeah.
Television is an old concept.
No, you can post anything on there.
yeah.
Netflix.
Let's get into
Now number
the
3.
hot.
Oh, no, this is actually meant to be hot when the others
I think
weren't
I think
meant
this
to.
might be all right though. I think this might be all right. Yeah. Brando, it's tasty.
I like it.
Yeah, it's tasty. Isn't it great that everyone tastes different? Aren't you happy with that? What do you think? It's not bad, right?
Fruity.
It's fruity. It's like a chutney.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because we are preparing your palate to die. But for the next we're preparing it to die for
Okay,
the next
that's not
two.
too bad. A bunny's hotter. I can taste it's getting to that level.
What's the darkest moment in your life, Travis?
Darkest moments.
Yeah.
I blank those out with sunshine.
Repression.
I don't have dark moments. I try. Just
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Tomorrow's a new day.
Wow. Happiest
And
moment
then
in your life.
Put it under my foot, push it down,
Yeah.
through a shredder. Don't have to worry about it again.
Wow.
I don't know why. That's just how I've dealt with dark moments in my life. And if I've had one, it's been shredded. I don't know
Yeah.
about it anymore. And that's
Wow.
how I've just coped with
I love that. I love that.
dark
I
things.
I love that coping mechanism where you kind of like, let's get over it
It's
and let's move on. There's no need. There's no
just a
need
hiccup. It's
living
a
there.
pothole in the road. You've hit
There's no
it.
need living there.
Change
you know?
the tire. Get back on your journey. Carry on. Don't let that hold you back.
You heard that, Brando? You hearing? Oh, good. So nice. So nice. Your happiest moment in your life so far?
Happiest moment. I couldn't be happier with it right now.
Wow.
Achieving all my goals. My dreams are getting ticked off. Living life at its best. It's just all coming to me. So it cannot get better.
You're
It it is gonna be better.
Yeah.
It's exactly manifesting.
Yeah.
You gotta just picture your future.
Yeah.
Put those goals into vision and reach them.
Yeah, I keep telling Brando I'm in my prime. And it's the number one thing I say every day. I'm in my prime, you know.
Prime energy.
Prime energy. Let's bring to that. Brando, my vodka. Vodka should be filled. Brando, can you just get me more vodka here?
Vodka.
Can you get me more vodka? This is how can I do a talk show without vodka? Brando, not the set
Vodka
it all
for
is getting the set it all
camera.
is breaking down. Huh? How's that work? Project manager. Just remember this. Note to self. Next time, bring own vodka. Hey, how much vodka are you giving me? This is heavy, yo.
Your whole cup.
Wow. Wow. This is not Brando.
Sip it slowly.
Vodka.
It's the Bam. Is this the Bam Bam? The Bam Bam vodka.
Sip it slowly. Bam Bam vodka.
Wow. Oh wow. Guys, it's only 7 in the morning. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
It's 8.
Let's try this hot.
Straight to the extra hot.
No, this is the hot.
No,
is this extra
this is
hot?
extra
Oh
hot. We're
shit.
jumping.
Okay, I'm jumping. I'm regressing here.
This might need a cup of milk.
Should we say a prayer? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
It smells nice.
The other one was, I think the other ones were a little bit worse for wear. How's it for you, Brando?
Tastes like a curry.
You can taste the chicken in this one.
Can you?
No, it's like tasty though, not hot.
It's nice though. What's great about all the sauces is that it's not there to kill you. There is a bit of, Brando.
This one has a bit of a tang to it.
I'm not okay.
Brando. Wow. Well, how you feel?
I actually think I've built a tolerance.
It's quite. Here we go. Look what. This is what we're doing on this show, guys. We are taking random white people and we are
Pulling them
Indianizing
off
them.
the streets.
So if you want to come on this show, just email our email. What's our email?
info@bam.gmail.
Here
What
we
is it?
we're gonna put it up there.
Put it on
If
screen.
you want to come, if you're a random person and you want to come on and you want to try some of our signature chicken strips with our signature sauces, we can do that, right? We can take some randoms on,
Yeah, get some fans.
get some fans in here and talk about your life or whatever it is. But yeah, that one had a little bit. That last one I think is gonna. You can see that last
The
one's
chicken
looking,
the chicken's like going black.
it's
'cause
even
so
yeah,
hot.
it's even looking, it's even looking like it's one of those things. But you didn't reach for the milk yet. He didn't reach for the milk there. That's the.
I just got to cleanse the palate now for the next one.
We should have got some sorbet, and then people can
Yeah,
after
you
each one they
cleanse
can
the palate,
cleanse the
yeah.
palate like a
Some
5-star.
Gordon Ramsay would do
Let's
it.
save it for the next one.
Yeah, for the next one, yeah, we get some sorbet because we fancy like we oyster box like that, right?
Some
Oyster
whipped
box
cream.
does not sponsor this video, but if you do,
Not yet. Though.
Not yet, right?
The,
Yeah, not
the
yet.
opportunity's there.
yeah, what does the future hold for Travis? I mean, and let's talk about. I use this word way too much, scaffolding. But let's talk about how you're going to scaffold your career. And there's so many avenues that you're on at the moment. Where do you see yourself projecting? What's that trajectory?
Okay. So it takes 10 years to be something or someone, right?
Yeah.
To create something or
Well,
someone.
yeah.
10 years or so.
Yeah.
Give it. I'm on my 7-year journey. It's been 7 years. I just told myself, 5 years time, I want to be big house, got my car.
Wow.
I want to be settled down by 30.
Wow.
So that's over 10 years. That's now what, 13, 14 years. But I've been grinding now since 18. So surely it's possible.
Yeah.
And it shows how it looks like I'm on that right approach.
Wow.
So the next thing now is after pilot's license is done, get my yachting course, go over to the yachts, work on the yachts for 6 months to 8 months, see a bit of the world. Yeah, it's hard working, but I'm down for some hard work. You got to do hard work and put in the effort to get somewhere. And you see the reward, the return on just yachting is crazy, some of the yachties that they're pulling. And come back here, pay off my first property that I've invested in, and look into more property. So that's my big step into where I think the money is at. Still property, just branching that out. There's
You
business
into
opportunities.
appreciation, not depreciation.
Vape stores. I'm trying to open up a vape store.
I think you'll have a customer.
with
Not
another
you, Brando.
business
The guy
partner.
behind you.
It's like the world is our oyster at the moment now. I've got one company, one business company. I've got TikTok as branding. Pilot license of the dream.
I like the fact that I like the fact that you said that. You said the TikTok is the branding for everything in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's happening. It's not all I'm doing.
No.
It's one thing that's helping me mobilize other things.
It's all put your eggs in a basket and then they all
it's
make a nice omelet.
it's exactly what me and Brando are doing. You know,
Yes.
This sort of thing, BAM, is something to mobilize other things. And we've got movies, we've got documentaries, we've got everything else that falls around the ecosystem. And this is just a vehicle for it.
Exactly. The more you
know.
tick off, the more
Yeah.
you'll have.
No, I love that. I love the vision. Brando, anything you want to add here?
Let's have the last bite.
You want to?
The bam, thank you, ma'am.
I heard you were best man somewhere. I was in the car with Brando, and Brando said you were the best man at some wedding, and you're both best men. And
Yeah, we were all best men for, our first mate's wedding. That was crazy. Now makes me feel old, and I'm 22, 23.
How old is Ryan? He's you're older than you.
No, we all the same age.
How many older than you guys?
We 22. 22.
He's 22 this year.
Yeah, birthday in August, 23. No, we're 23. We're turning 24. We're turning
I'm
24.
25 this year.
Okay, yeah, we're all 23. We're all 23. 23 and married. Hopefully he doesn't have kids soon, because geez. I don't know. Marriage? What's your take on
let's when the right one comes, we will know. This is looking. I'm gonna bring this to camera. Wait.
Close up
I'm
shots.
gonna bring this to camera just to show
I'm
you.
contemplating
Just to
neutralizing
show,
my
just to
palate.
show ya.
Flip, yeah, I got it.
Just to show you guys. Coming back. Just to show you what this is.
Oh, I can smell it. This is gonna hurt. It's coming
It
in or
may
going
hurt,
out.
but it may not hurt. So we are. It may hurt. It may not hurt. Who knows?
Cheers. You want to know what it tastes like? Might not want to know what it tastes like.
What did it taste like?
Like shrooms.
Leave that.
No, we'll leave it in. Wow.
That natural taste of earth.
That was really nice.
Wasn't that bad?
Wasn't that bad?
One before it was hotter.
No, this one fills your palate way more. Yeah. And there's seeds.
Yeah. And it's gonna build.
Oh, it has an afterburn.
It's gonna build.
Oh.
Feel like a dragon.
And we're shooting one more after this. So tonight, I'm
It's
gonna be in a
good.
way.
What you guys are drinking? Your water here, and here's the Red Bull makes it burn even more.
The only reason we drink so much Red Bull is because there's not enough time in the day. Do you ever feel like that? Like sometimes I'll be editing, and I'll start, and it's starting to.
Back of the throat now.
We start editing, and then before we know it, Brando's like, please go eat. He's
what?
like
Dinner
literally, we start to do work, and he's like, go eat, because I know you're not gonna eat, so go now. Because we're sipping Red Bull, like it takes a lot. He'll be editing in one room, I'll be editing in the other room, but I love the synergy, because we take care of each other like that.
Oh no, you must. That's how
But
it
you know,
works.
Travis, it's been so inspirational to have you on, and I'm so glad we got this moment to talk about you. Obviously, we will bring up your pages and that sort of thing where people can follow you. But I just want to say I am going to be looking very closely at your future, and I hope when we have our 101 episode of this show, you come back and tell us everything you've achieved, everything you've manifested, and everything you're going to be in the future at that point. Look into the camera and talk about everything you're doing right now.
Well, I do have one last question though for you, if I may ask. I don't know if you've seen, or you are Alex Seth.
Alex Seth,
The Alex Seth. So I don't know if you've seen that the latest movie, The Priest. I don't know if you want to tell us. I know you know a lot about that movie, but I don't know if you want. Don't know if you want to tell us a little bit more. I'm interested. Care to share with some of us?
Guys, it's a drama.
It's a drama.
And it involves I'll give you the synopsis. It involves a beautiful young lady who's seeking advice from her church. And he gives it How's that?
You give it.
Travis, you've been great.
Thank you.
Guys,
Love to have
this
you
has
on the show.
been Hot Ones with Alex, Seth, and Brando. Click that subscribe button. That's the only way we make money. So click it. It takes a lot of work to put these things together. We love you. Stay tuned for the next episode. See you around.